makes me feel like I'm a part of something bigger than what I can recognize through these senses, Taurus, the five senses moving into the sixth sense and seventh sense, and which leads us into other dimensional spaces within ourselves that perhaps we did not have access to. But thank goodness through evolution, through willing consistency, and sometimes unwilling, it doesn't matter, it's all perfect, that it's just our perception of the experience of it. And I feel like I feel and I think Mercury and Moon, I feel and I think that this alchemic process that's happening that we can see is happening for us because ultimately all life wants to live. And the life that's living and thriving, or that has lived and thrived on this planet, is now leaving or changing alchemic form itself, right? So any kind of stronghold or foothold or weird sort of configuration that it might have been holding is dissolving, because that's just nature. That's just the way the cycles, everything's moving, right? So we're into this phase now. Some of it, call it the end of the Kali Yuga phase, which is where we were the furthest away from the light, more light fractions. We were in the darkened parts, which is very necessary too. It's like going into the soil when you plant something, and then ultimately through growth you come back into the light, and then that's when you pierce the soil and you see light, like if you were a plant or a tree and you've been planted all this time, right? That's what's coming in now, is that these yuga phases are actually planting seasons, right? Metaphors for how we are born, we grow, we pierce the soil, we move more towards the light, we transfigure into this either giant tree or flower, whatever it is, whatever seed that we are, the star seeds, whatever the fixed stars, the configuration of these fixed stars have genetically modified in us, with us, by us, for us, as the seeds. So now at the end of this Kali Yuga phase, I see it like we had been in the soil and we'd been transfiguring and been going through this alchemic process, right? And then now it's time to pierce the soil and move to the light. You can be seen, right? Our branches, our stems, our roots are coming alive into this light stream, however you identify it, however you see it. This is just coming in now because of the Airy season, right? The growth season, the spring springing into form, into action, into the light. And we can see ourselves in a new way. This is Venus right now with Mercury. These planets are traveling together, and it's an interesting dance as they're navigating between Aries and Pisces, going back from water to fire, right? Water is our emotions, and then fire is spirit. It's like we're returning to the naturey, watery parts of us, the emotional parts of us, and we're allowing the transfiguration of these streams by feeling them, right? So that's part of the medicine and the tool and the herbs and the plants